again. My last evening here in Switzerland before I travel on again, and we will still talk with Blue, Xiara Blue, our beautiful multidimensional daughter. She's a hybrid, Arcturian, draconian human, and Asar sits right there. We've just been
Hello.
reading. We've just been singing her song, and her field is already coming in. And a few days ago she said, I would really love to share a little video because she has things to share about the peace work that she's doing. So I suggest we just invite her in, see what she wants to share. Enjoy the field and enjoy her wisdom. I make a little shruti box to invite her in. Hello Blue, are you available? Blue. Builds fields every day. Xiara Blue, the name I have been gifted upon several months ago. When I came into a dimension that is closely connected to the physicalized earth. I was in the belly of my mother for some time. Then I landed in the household of my father in the Switzerland. Blue, Xiara Blue, is a working girl. I'm not a small child that needs caretakers. I take care of myself, and in fact, I take care of many other beings too. This is something I would like to share a small note upon. It's not needed to speak too lengthily. What is needed is to convey a transmission of light that blends in dark with light, light with dark. The dance that brings us in harmony and peace in the end. This is my daily activity, blending dark in with light and light with dark. Working from my mostly Arcturian legacy, I am these days also fascinated by the darker races, often called reptilians, but there's many other types of darker races too. I meet with them in my working stations, you could say. They are localized outside in the big garden of my father. Many of them speak to me. They give me blinky, blinky, blinky lights, and when they are switched on, I know there I should go. There is a being that wants to communicate with me. Many of them are beings who are not yet in peace here, but they see a possibility to move towards a state of peace here. This is why we merge dark with light and light with dark. I have not been able to do this type of work when I was still a spacecrafted Arcturian in a lengthy outfit, you could say, because Arcturians have hard times dying. We have become immortal unless we choose to exit our suit of light. This is what I did several months ago when I decided to come to planet Earth for the first time. However, in a higher dimension than most of you viewing this particular video. I'm residing in the 5th, 6th, 7th, sometimes 8th or 9th dimension, depending on where my work takes place. I work with dark beings who want to transmute themselves towards the light. I also work with light beings, like my Arcturian family, who have kind of shielded themselves off a little bit from the dark because they felt if we also attend too much to the dark, we might become dark. We get contaminated. We need to stay focused on light. This is an old story in essence. We all carry dark and light, light and dark, in these realities at least. Can the dark move towards the light without completely losing its dark? I believe that's not possible. A dark being might always carry some dark. Just like a light being can never completely turn into dark, it will always carry its light. In essence, a light being is a dark being, and a dark being becomes a light being. It is all merging these days into one big field of unity where dark and light simply coexist. They don't have to fight each other anymore. The battle of light over dark, who is gonna win? It's no longer a battle. Dark accepts the light. Light greets dark. They go hand in hand without battle, and when battle ceases to exist, what arrives? Could it be peace, perhaps? Peace is a quality we find inside ourselves. Peace is often looked forwards in our outer environment. If my environment is not peaceful, how can I be peaceful? It's exactly the opposite. If I am peaceful, war can take place all around me, and it's all right. I have found peace within. This is the practice that many Arcturians have been doing upon themselves for many eons in time. Practice the quality of peace within. If peace within is there, it will also show itself in our external environment. This is why Blue wants to show you a small exercise to stay peaceful within. Can you bring one hand to your heart? One hand to your forehead. Let it rest in your hand palm. Truly let your head heavy ties itself in the palm of your hand. Your head carries itself in the hand palm. The hand palm is the support structure for the head. The head can rest. This feeling in the body brings a sensation of calmness to the brain. Allow the head to sink into the palm. Allow the muscles of the neck to relax. The hand is firmly supporting. The head gets heavier. The hand is there. This practice physicalizes a peace response in the body. It's a physiological response. When the head can rest, she surrenders to thoughts that might disharmonize the feeling of peace. Many Arcturians have been doing this practice for long periods of times. We did it sometimes with a kind of a gong that went off in many of our spacecraft, the smaller and the big motherships. There was like a doom, 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 a sound you could say, and everybody knew this is our practice moment. We all went into the collective fields and we let our heads rest in the palms of our hands. If a collective does that in one big field, it generates a strong feeling of surrendering the head, surrendering the thought forms, calmifying. Peace resides there. This is a small exercise. You can take it along in your daily life. Whenever you feel your peacefulness is disturbed or about to be disturbed, let your head rest in peace. It is a response of the brain. When the brain remains active in beta mode, it can be hard or maybe sometimes impossible to find and calibrate peace. When the brain can truly relax inside itself, peace follows naturally in the rest of the bodies. Peace within is peace without. Grotesque beings sometimes visit me in one of my stations. Sometimes the little window frame that I open is not big enough to show even a part of their facial characteristics. Sometimes I can only see an eye, a part of the nose, and a part of the cheekbone, and that's enough for me. It looks pretty horrifying. I can see the scars here. I can see that they have been bleeding, they have been in battle, they have been scattered and scarred upon. I see it in the small bits and pieces that I get shown. It is tempting to start comforting them, telling them it's all right, they have suffered enough, that it's time for them to heal. This is not what I do with them. This is too pussycat for them. These beings want to hear something else. I tell them you're a brave warrior. And now stop the fight. It's done. Clear your karma now. I'm very frank and direct with them. I make them jump timelines. And the instant that I meet them, no therapy, no talking, no lengthy blah-de-blah-de-blah-la, forgiveness, blah-de-blah, circles, blah-de-blah, whatevers. I take them immediately in the moment I seize their eye contact and I make them jump. They get it. They are startled sometimes, which is a good response. It's a reset of the brain. I see it happening in their multi-layered existence. These beings sometimes have only one chance, and they jump. It's remarkable. I sometimes never see them again, but their colleagues come by, their family members come by. They say, we see this and this has changed in a day. How did he or she do that? What did you do? I tell them the same thing. I take them to a higher timeline, quantum jump. This is the time for peace. We all carry peace inside. If we decide, that's the new path to take. Do you choose peace? Will you jump now? Inside is a voice saying it's all right to be in peace when others are not yet able to. When you are in peace, the rest will follow. When you are not in peace, the rest could follow, but whom will they follow? Restlessness, perhaps. Be peace. The rest will follow. My name is Blue, Xiara Blue. I have been awaiting this opportunity to speak. I'm grateful my mother and father gave me this landing spot on planet Earth. I'm enjoying my time also in the garden. Many different creatures are cohabitating with me here. One of them is my funny sister called Pippi. She is my half-sister, in fact. She is a creature from the earth. I have never ever recognized a small creature like that who can be so funny and so annoying at the same time. She is so humanoid. I am startled how disastrous humans can be and think sometimes. She showed me things from her past lifetimes on this globe. Horrifying. And she has surpassed it all. She passed the test of time on Earth. She freed herself from karma by not having fear of life on Earth. She was in peace. Also when war was taking place around her, and sometimes even inside her. I admire my sister. She is a totally different creature than I am. I learn from her to be in peace with being on Earth itself. I thank you for understanding my wish and my invitation for you. Be peace. Let your head come to a rest. Find what that does within. Greetings on behalf of the blue race, the green race, and the pink race. My name is Blue, Xiara Blue. I love you all. I truly do. It's a marvel to be here together with all of you on planet Earth. Thank you, Blue.
Wow, amazing.